Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Another Brick in the Mall. So happy Labor Day everybody! And what better way to celebrate Labor Day than to celebrate the all-American tradition of going out to the mall and wallowing in capitalism and shopping and all that fun stuff. So I figured, you know what? Let's take a peek at this game. I did cover this game a while ago with a strategy and tactics, but they have been the dev has been continuously improving, adding on to this game, and it is looking good. So you can tell there's music. They finally added music, the one thing that was sorely lacking from the game previously. But enough jibba jabba from me. Let's dive in, shall we? Alright, we're going to go sandbox here. We don't need no stinking tutorial. I remember how to do stuff. And you know what? Let's go on the little harder settings here. We don't need to start with 20k. 50k is where it's at. We'll go middle of the road for rat infestations. We're going to turn on staff hunger and bladder needs. That previously wasn't a thing, but now it's a thing that can be turned on for extra logistical difficulties. I say let's do it. We can do it. Mild shoplifting. Now let's go middle of the road. Serious shoplifting. That's also been added. And then random events. Let's spice it up a little bit. And then lastly, you know what? I'm a big fan of the whole fight for 15 thing. So you know what? Let's make that a constraint. We can still make the big bucks while still paying our workers a livable wage. Right then, let's keep everything else stock standard and dive right in. And of course, we will be pausing here. So, as before, the map has not changed because it is a big expanse. You only have one road to really work with at the moment, but again, you can research activating the other connections. Right then, so one of the things that you need to do, and this is another change from the game, is that you need to actually have office workers in order to research some of your future tech. Now they give you these couple of those parking spaces here in this little building right here. Let's actually use this building for a couple of things. Right now, all it is just a maintenance center here, where you have all your builders on and what have you. That being said, let's make a few more things out of this. We are going to assign this as an office. We're going to assign just a little corner of it as an office. This is going to be sort of like a makeshift office. We're also going to assign a little tiny bit as a restroom right next to it. An open air office, restroom, maintenance center combo little tiny building here. Now, in order for an office to be an office, we need a desk, which is it's somewhere on here. Oh, hang on. Toilet sink. Put you against the wall there. Toilet cubicle. Oh, right about there. Office desk. There you are. Put you up there. And then last but not least, and this isn't strictly required, but it's required to keep our people happy, is we need a vending machine. Because our staff have both bladder and hunger needs, the bathroom plus vending machine here will satisfy that, all in a little 3x3 grid. Right then, so that's taken care of. I'm going to build out some roads here, and then we will get started with the shopping. I'll see you guys on the flip side here. Oh, one other little thing that we're going to do here. Now that we have our office online here, you need an office worker. And now, again, only one desk. The amount of progress you get is based on the number of man hours that you have office workers working. So obviously, we're going to want to hire an office worker here. Let's see, what do we have here? Now, because office workers are not forward-facing to people, then we can take some people with some lower qualities, like this guy right here. Not so good with people. Actually, you know what? You've got a slightly higher office work skill, so I'll take you as our first person here. Yeah, you can start at 9. But here's the other thing. There's nothing saying that this desk cannot be reused. So we're gonna hire another office worker. Ooh, well, look at you. You're really skilled in office work. Okay, well, we will have you start at 1,700 so that you guys trade off and share that one office here. And you know what? Hey, why not a 24-hour operation? Why not? Yeah, we'll take you here. And you, my friend, will be starting at 1 a.m. Yes, that's right. 71-year-old Dennis Terry, come on in at 1 a.m. to do office work. It's the American dream. Forget about retirement. Right then. So then, for our research, a couple of different ways we could go about here. We could go pick up some of the more lucrative things, appliances, media, electronics. Electronics is tempting, although with the whole shoplifting thing, they may be a little too tempting, i.e. to shoplifters who might just want to haul them out of there. Yeah, we're going to need the infrastructure to catch thieves. Clothing also might be liable for that, but then again, might not be. They might be just fine. But you know what? I think we're going to go chemical supplier here, because this gives us drugs. We can do drug stores, we can do cosmetic stores, and of course the health and beauty generalist type store. A lot of bang for only 24 research points, so I think that's a good value right there. All right, back to making road work. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Alright, with more of our road work laid down here, we've got ourselves a garbage drop-off spot, a truck stop, and of course plenty of customer parking and staff parking here. Let's get to foundations. We need our brick and mortar for, well, our brick and mortar. I'm gonna open up with a 10 by 10 thing here. Keep in mind, we only got 41K, so this is half our cash right here. And then we're going to, well, if we do another 20K here, that may be a thing. So we can get 2 stores opened up in a short span of time. Let's see here. No, we don't need roads. We need walls. We're going to do a sort of a shared stockpile here. Yeah, right about there. Like so. So this is going to be sort of the storage for all of our units here, because we got to store our bulk goods as they come in before we have somebody put them on their shelves. Right then, so we're going to need a door up here. And you know what? I'm going to have them finish this store first before I build out the second one, because there are some bonuses you get from having a store opened up. You'll get a 10K bonus for opening your first store, and then we can use that to actually flesh out a second one properly rather than spread ourselves too thin. But one thing we do need is staff door, and I'd say a staff door right down here would be good. Alright, let us set them loose. Alright, so we have our store fleshed out here. So, what we're going to do here, first we're going to assign this as storage. Bada-boom. And we need to assign this area as a store. This little L-shaped store here. And as far as building stuff for it, this will be a more modest store here. That's kind of awkward. That's also kind of awkward because it's going right out the door. Yeah, let's keep it nice and simple here. Maybe. Yeah, actually this one's not too bad. Like right there. That's better. The little blue area is where the queue is going to form as people line up to have their stuff checked out. Now, what kind of store are we going to start with? Well, probably the easiest thing to draw the biggest crowds are a grocery store, and you start with the tech unlock to get an appreciably good grocery store going. That being said, that's not your highest markup. That's not your most profitable. Your profitable, as remains before, at least in the early game, is toys. So we are going to dabble in the realm of toys. Beautiful, beautiful toys. And we are going to be employing a technique that still works, although they did nerf it a little bit in some of the patches, where we are going to tempt people into buying our toys who might have come here for a less profitable item. This works a little bit more once we have a grocery store set up, but that'll be our next store. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves here for our beautiful, beautiful toys. And then we're going to get a couple other things here just to draw people in for the raw numbers of it all. Because people need to come in and see some of the other stuff that this store has to offer. So let's not deny them that. Let's give them what they want. Give them a reason to come in here, but then distract them with the toys. And then speaking of other little bits of distractions here, one thing we could do, just to add a little bit of variety here, and also because it does actually draw some people in, we'll do a pinball machine. Some people will come to your store specifically to play an arcade or pinball machine. So let's just stick one in there. I mean, this is all about games and fun. This little kitty corner, let's put in a plant. We need a little greenery here. One other little thing here is we need to put a trash can, and we're going to put it outside the door. Namely, because if the trash goes spilling out, it'll spill right out onto the recycling pad. So handy that. All right, let's assign this. Or rather, let's manage this. So storage, we want you kept at 100%. As a reminder, with storage, you can keep a number of boxes equal to the squares in the room that are not touching a wall. So this 16 square thing can keep 4 boxes at a time. This is actually more than enough. A 4-box storage can keep up surprisingly well with a lot of demand for its products. Without taking up a ton of things. Now, for our store here, first off, let's link the storage so it knows where to grab its stuff. All right, we've got the product shelves planned out. We've got the checkout counter. We need a cashier and a stock clerk. Now, as you can see, there's not that many shelves here, so we're only really rocking one thing. Oh, actually, hang on. Pinstar, what are you doing, you silly goose? that would occupy space that people could use to queue. And that could be problematic if that gets gummed up, as it were. So let's actually, stick you up here, and then we will stick the arcade cabinet, or rather the pinball machine. I personally prefer pinball. Let me know in the comments which you guys are. Are you more of an arcade game type or pinball type, if one had to choose between the two? Right then, so yeah, that should be good. Now let's just get to hiring some people. Store hours, well, this day's pretty much shot. We're gonna let our builders do their thing, because we actually need to set this area up here. We'll let them finish off some much needed customer parking spaces. We'll probably plan out a little bit more for them to flesh out here once they've got the interior of the store set up here. Perfect. Okay. Can't have idle builders, so let's get to well, first off, let's tell the world what we're gonna have. So here, toys and games. Now, there are certain goods, not every single one of them, but there are certain goods that people will have an itching for. There are certain people, they generate your customers with certain traits, and certain traits make certain products irresistible to somebody, meaning that if they pass by that product, even if they came to the store to buy something else, they cannot help themselves and they will stop and buy that thing. Construction toys are one of those things that can impulse buy people. So we're going to put the 2 sets of construction toys right here in the front. We are also going to, so we can flesh out our toy bonus, get a shelf of board games and a shelf of action figures. Now, one of the requirements for your store to qualify as a specialty store is that they have to have more than 50%. It doesn't count if it's just 50. You need more than 50% of a certain type of good. So in this case, a store that is more than 50% toys. So we've got a total of 7 shelves. So by having 4 of them in the toys category, we will qualify as a specialized toy store, and that actually unlocks additional demand. More people will come to our store because we have a greater variety. Now, what are we going to do to lure people in as sort of a side thing? You know, we want people coming in here for these mass demanded goods, but we want them to get caught up on here. Not everyone's going to get caught up. In fact, most people aren't going to get caught up by the temptation of the construction toys. But if enough people do, you can make some boku bucks off of that. So what I think we're going to do here, we're going to do beverages. I mean, look at the beverages we've got here. Soda, bottled water, and juices. The first 2 at the very least have a lot of demand, but you don't get bonuses for specializing in these types of beverages. So they're kind of made to be, pardon the expression, splashed into another type of store. So we will get a sody, and we will get a bottled water and a thing of juices while we're at it. Beautiful. All right, now let's actually hire our people. So we need a stock clerk. Now, one little trick that I have here for stock clerks here. First off, you want someone high speed. So Emma Carr, you seem to be the correct answer here. Their skill in stock clerk will come over time. So what I'm going to have you do, first off, we need to determine when is this store going to open. Well, I like me having my store open a nice long time. So we're gonna have lots and lots of hours here. That might not be profitable or prudent, right from the get-go, but over time I think it'll be good. So we're going to have you open as long as possible, and until we research night hours, we can only be open for 18 hours from 0600 to midnight. But that's fine by me. So we just need to make sure we've got good coverage, eh? So for here, let's see here. For Emma Clark, we're going to have her come in an hour before the store opens because she needs to make sure the store, the shelves are all set. And you know what? She only needs to be there really for 2 hours, and then she can go home. And with any luck, the store shelves will maintain themselves as it were. So what I think we're going to do here, we need cashiers now. Yeah, higher sociabilities. Pam O'Connell, you'll start us off in the morning shift. Welcome aboard, Pam. Next person up, and of course, all of my people are now all of a sudden no sociability. You need sociability here. Can I fire some of my excess builders because they go back into the labor pool, and we might be able to get a high sociability person out of that. See, there you go. Yeah, these two are not so good, but you're actually pretty good. So we're going to fire you, Roger, but only so that we can hire you on as a. Now, for you, I want the faster of our our people here. So we're going to actually fire you, my friend. We only need, and once you're past the early game, you only really need one builder, at least until you grow larger and larger. But for our basics here, that's all we need. So now we can go back to our toy store. And let's see, hire a cashier, and here's our builder back in the labor pool, now with some sociability. Welcome aboard, my friend. You never really left the team. All right, so here, now one thing, normally you could just, put them back to back like that, but remember, they have needs. They're going to be in dire straits. And without anyone really to relieve them, they're going to be it's going to be a little tough here. So what I'm actually going to do here is we're actually going to hire a bunch of people, but we're only going to have them work 4-hour shifts. It's going to be all part-timers. Because that way they don't really have a chance to have their needs get overcome here. Their needs don't build up long enough. So we're going to hire another cashier here. Let's do... We'll hire you, I guess. 4-hour shift for you. You know what? I think we're just going to keep it at that for now. We're at a 12-hour shift. We can extend it later on if that's a thing. Actually, the other thing we might want to do is actually push it forward a little bit. Yeah, to 2100. So you are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if you don't open till 9, then yeah, you go to 2100. That might actually be the smart thing to do, in which case you don't have to come in until an hour before. Perfect. And then as the store gets more popular, we can expand the hours. All right, so, and yeah, there's that extra 10K. So now we can actually start adding on our extra building here, our extra store here. Let's make it a little longer here. Just push it out a smidge a meter. Because one of the other things I want to do is just cleanly wrap this road around. So if we do a customer parking here, yeah, it goes one more thing out. So we can do like that. I think that'll measure. Yeah, because that always projects one unit of curb. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so once our builders do their thing, It'll take them a while, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. We've got people in here already. Even though we have no products, we still got somebody who came to the mall specifically just to play pinball. I don't blame you. A good game of pinball is hard to turn down. Alright, let us fast forward here. And another pinball player. Gotta scratch that itch. Okay, so it is the officially another day, and we've got people they want to grocery stores and pharmacies, and also movie theaters is what they're asking for. Well, we'll certainly make it work. Actually, this is actually a good thing because, well, grocery store is next on our list, and after that is actually a pharmacy. Once we get our chemical research done, and we're 43% along the way. So that's not too bad right there. All right, let's continue. All right, it is the start of a new day. We've got our clerk in here, and they are starting to top off and start filling the shelves. And as you can see, the trucks come relatively quickly. So even once we're down at half inventory, truck comes along, boop, refills it. They are ready to rock and roll here. And she should have all of the shelves good and filled by the end of the hour, which is all, or by the end of 2 hours, which is all we're really paying her for. Because otherwise she's just going to sit and play on her phone. You're still here? About to say, you can go home now, you know that? Did I make yeah, ends at, oh, it ends at 10. Yeah. So now, we've got our cashier doing their thing. People lining up. You can see what kind of goods they're buying. So we got a soda, we got some toys here. Now let's just scan and see if we can't catch somebody getting caught by our little trap here. Like I said, it requires a very specific trait for somebody to do the impulse buy, but you get enough people streaming through here and that trait's going to show up quite a bit. Right now, the only thing drawing people to this store is this shop itself. So it's people who are here specifically looking for toys anyway, plus people who are here for beverages, who may or may not be distracted by the toys. So yeah, not a lot of volume of people here. Oop. All right, so that guy... Did you come here specifically for, Nope, he came here specifically for construction toys. It's hard to tell when they get caught by a thing. I wish, you see how when they do their little, I heart things? Yeah. I wish they had a slightly different animation when they decide to buy something, but it's an impulse buy rather than, you know, buying the thing that they came to the store for. We might not even get anyone caught by our trap, but that's okay. This is low volume. Tomorrow begins the real high volume stuff once our next store is all finished up here. Either you guys get caught? Nope. Nope, no traits. What about you? Alcoholic. Yeah, no alcohol, not yet. Yeah, good on you for drinking water, buddy. Probably trying to get over that hangover. Alright, former guard, weak stomach. Like I said, it's all random profiles, but again, the trait is out there. No, I think he was just there specifically, yeah, looking for construction toys. So he came here with the intent to buy construction toys. He didn't get distracted by them. Because, you know, here's the reason why. So construction toys have a profit of 18 to 36. But you look at something like juice or water, $4 to $8 profit here. If somebody came to the store looking for hydration, but they had the trait that made them weak to toys, they would forget about their little $4 purchase and actually, you know, stop and buy one of our brick toys for a significantly larger thing, so we get more money out of them. Waiter, I know brick addict is one of them. That's the official term for it. Constipated office worker. Oh, that's one of my workers. But yeah, the nice thing is with the volume of people here, they can keep up with these things, and there's enough people like buying the. Oh, the line was full. Well, that's unfortunate. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Since so many people buy these brick toys, having 2 shelves worth gives us double the capacity before we run completely out of product. Now there is a slight downside to it in that they people will get their the markup is slightly lower. The profit margin, we can't set that manually anymore, and I can understand why, because that'd be a little broken, or rather that was a little broken. Yeah, the more copies of the same type of shelf you have, the lower the margin, because basically they're competing against each other. And we can see our employees starting to get a little hangry here. But he's got to hold on there. Now he can continue doing his thing. He just he can't do it quite as quickly. Can he get this last bottle of water sold? I think I saw that. Yeah, he got it just barely. But as you can see, our shelves have been rather picked clean. But that's okay, because we've got our person coming back the next morning. Speaking of, let's check our builder here. Starting hour 7 a.m. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and we got our chemical supplier. Heck, we could even skip the grocery store, but no. Let's go to sales monitoring, because I want to get a good look at this data. Right then. So let's well, first off, they've got to finish this up. But second off, let's build. We'll do a staff door, and we'll do it down here because we want this store to get in to tap into the here. And we're going to do a double door right here. So we're actually going to funnel people through our toy store to get to the grocery store. And that's going to funnel so many more people past the toys. Now, the thing with the grocery store is it draws a lot of people in, but it's not very high markup items. There's a lot of volume you have to deal with, so it's actually not terribly profitable. But raking more people across our toys will make it more profitable. Now for our things here, no, we'll do it lengthwise like this. Uno, dos, tres. And we can always have room for a fourth if we need it later on. Now, one other little trick I found here is we don't... One of the ways they nerfed the whole choke point thing is that when you have a lot of people crammed into a small space, it slows everybody down to a crawl. So if you funnel like literally an entire mall through a single tile, it will be deadlocked there, and nobody will be happy about that. So we still want to funnel people through here, but we don't want, once people have bought, say, groceries, we don't want them coming back out because you can't get tempted on your way home. So what we're going to do here is we're going to build a door so people can get out. But we are also going to build a one-way swing gate and say you're only allowed to leave that way. And what the hey, we'll border that with a food station right here. Yeah, actually that's fine, right? That's fine as is. Yeah, we just want a whole bunch of food things here. Actually, people can't sneak in there, so I don't need to hold people to that. Yeah, we can do that. And then we can go 1, 2, 3, and then we can put down some other types of deals to diversify our goods here. We can get some shelves down here at the bottom. Actually, instead of that, let's do all shelves. We'll worry about the fresh bread later. We just need to wait for them to finish building that, because it's not technically indoors until the foundation is built. Alright, fast forward. Actually, this is just bothersome just in general. This little asymmetry here. This is going to bother me. So, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yeah, that's a good store. I like it. And we got our office workers still burning the midnight oil here. And yeah, they need to take breaks too, but he's got all his stuff right there. It's like his own personal food area, food court plus bathroom. You don't have to, he barely has to move. Everything you could ever want in your own personal office that's shared with 2 other people. All right, we need to assign this as a store, of course. Actually, let's wait for him to finish the store before we assign it as a store. Yeah, store. And oh, what the hey, we'll build a table here for fresh ingredients. And one other thing that we can do to make people happy, because occasionally people will spawn a need for this, and it may prompt them to spend more, is an ATM. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. Oh well, that's fine. That's fine. We can get an ATM later. Yeah, build us some doors, build us that. And let's get our products going, and we want to open for today. Now for our products here, we're not going to really be able to build up any kind of combos here, so we're just going to get the miscellaneous stuff, the school supplies, some greeting cards. We don't want toys and games. We can do car tools or backpacks. The other things we could do here is like detergents. That's something we could do. And we could do bed sheets. Bed sheets are surprisingly expensive, which is a good thing for us. So if we have some errant bed sheet buyers, We definitely want them going there. Now for our food. Now down here we can go for some temptations like candies and snacks and cookies. Get all the sweet stuff up there. Tempt people, because sweet tooth is a thing. Breakfast cereal, canned food, sliced bread, sauces and seasonings, rice and pasta. Oh no, there's not enough room for pet food. That's not right. We can't miss out on the pet food. That would be a travesty. But I am in the negative, so I can't really remedy that. I will remedy that. I will certainly remedy that, I promise. In the near future. Alright, let's actually manage the store here. So, store, zone, link the storage. Yeah, we'll have you open up at 9, because it's close to that anyway. And we'll have you open as late as possible. Now, since here, we're not going to do the little 4-hour shifts like we did with this store, because we've got multiple registers so people can cover, so people can take a break. But we do need to hire people, so stock clerk, who is fast and low social, so I can get you the heck out of the pool. You're decent. And yeah, you start... Actually, I want you to start at 8. I'm going to let you go on for 3 hours, because you've got a lot of shelves to fill. And then for cashiers, we're going to do multiple hires here. Sociability, you get that. You get that. And they're all terrible, but I'll take the skilled cashier. I'll guess... Yeah, these are some rude people we got going here, but what can we do? Alright, so for our cashiers, we're going to space them out a little bit. So we're going to have somebody start here, and then after 2 hours, we're going to have somebody help them out, and after 2 hours, we're going to have somebody help them out, and after 2 hours, we'll have somebody help them out. Now that is going to top us off at 4 people at once, so if we spread you out just a smidge, and maybe spread you out just there we go. Now there's plenty of people to help out. And there's no more than 3 on at a single time, which means we can use all of our registers, which means, what did I have on there? Starting hour, opening hour 8. There we go. And then closing hour, yeah, 2300. That's actually fine. That's actually fine. Alright, so we got our peeps coming in. We're starting to fill the store shelves here. We got 1 cashier to start us out with, so when people come on down... Now, see, they can go through here, they just can't go through here. So we are funneling everybody through our toy store to get a gander at that before they have a chance to buy any groceries. These are above the tree. Little graphical hiccup. Oh crap! Build customer parking. Wait, no, we need money. I need one of my bonuses. We're attracting too many people. Whew, 10 different products. Thank you. That was a good 10k bonus right there. And we also need to get ourselves a maintenance center, or a janitor, because I just saw our first piece of litter. Yes, you are Uber janitor. Please take a janitor and do a janitor. We'll have you come in at 11. When can you start? Immediately. We got some filthy people coming in. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick little span here to see if we can see any people, if we caught anybody. Oh, I think we caught a sweet tooth. Aha! Look at this. So they were looking for canned food, but they saw the soda, and because they have a sweet tooth, they went for the soda. Now that's not quite as big a thing. 6 to 12, and canned food is... Actually, we hurt ourselves with that. Canned food's ever so slightly more profitable. It seems kind of weird, because usually soda's the big money maker. We're not selling it for high enough here. Oh, will you calm down? It's like, I need my soda! I need my soda! And unfortunately, he forgot the canned food. They will occasionally go back for what they're looking for, but not all the time. There we go. Fresh pair of parking spots. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well over here. Once we get our sales monitoring thing, we can take a more heavily statistical look at that. But I think this little shopping mall is in good shape, in good hands. We got people lined up for our toys, our high markup toys. We got plenty of people ready to serve our grocers here. So I think, yeah, we're well on our way. Profits are starting to stream in. We are looking to make a profit here. So that was my little update look here at another brick in the mall. So happy Labor Day, everybody. I told you we could turn a profit paying our workers a living wage. Cons farmed it. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Also, if you want to get this game for yourself and support the channel, I've got a link to purchase it from the Humble store, and that will help me out if you so desire. But either way, thank you for joining me. Oxygen Not Included resumes tomorrow. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!